greatest country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
What up, America? It is Friday edition of the Dear America show. It's so interesting now. I got so used to so many years saying, welcome to the Dear America podcast. It's not really a podcast anymore. It's a show. And
it's a production.
You'd think I'd figure that out by now, but my stupid mind. Either way. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Can we all just agree to shoot the freaking drones, the alien aircraft, the Chinese spy missile, whatever it may be? Can we not just agree to shoot the dang things down? What is going on in our aerospaces right now in America? I don't know. It doesn't seem normal to me, but apparently we're just going to sit around with all these drones showing up now in multiple locations all across the U.S. Putin has issued a message to any Russian in America that it is time to get the crap out of there. And 5 hours ago, Russia just launched a bunch of missiles to Ukraine. What is happening? And also, LeBron James has left basketball for personal reasons. Could we see another P. Diddler accusation coming down the pipe? Wrong choice of words for what I was just talking about.
No, that was the right choice.
I apologize about that. Anyway, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the share button if you have Rumble Premium. Make sure to hit the repost button. The more you do that, the more people see the truth, and that's why we are here. All right, in the studio today, we've got I'm Proud to Be American. Don't mess with me or I'll stab you again. Not Mexican Cartel Tony.
Good morning, everybody. What's that?
Hey,
last time.
That was funny, dude. I like that.
Tony's in a good mood. And
I'll stab you again. That was good.
Stab you again.
I like that. That was good.
All right, he has a beard. Have no fear. Producer Royce is here.
Good morning. Happy Friday. This is the last Friday for a long time, at least, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, thank God. All right, we'll talk about it in a minute. All right, everybody's favorite redneck hot seat, Todd, is here.
Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Friday the 13th. Who cares?
Todd, I love the plaid. Is this a Christmas thing? Did Kinder dress you for the month? Is that what this is?
No, it's cold.
You've had plaid every day.
It's cold.
All right, and of course, joining us from his hotel room is everybody's favorite political cowboy, Mr. Chad Prather is here in the studio.
You know what I need? It's time for some music, Royce.
Yeah, we got to come up.
I got to get it together.
It will be there by the time we come back.
Yeah, and for those of you not familiar with what I do, I actually do have a studio. They just won't let me go home right now. So.
No.
Chad was evicted from his house, and so he's living from hotel to hotel, running from the FBI.
No, he's running from Tony. He's running from Tony.
Exactly the cartels
They're not going to find me. They won't find me here, that's for sure.
No, let's be real, Chad. I just let you out of the basement.
All right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, but today is the last live episode of 2024, which is wild to think about. Next week, we're going to today pre-film some two really cool, really fun episodes for you guys to give you guys a little bit of us next week. But today is the last live episode. So if you have enjoyed this past year of Dear America, give us some American flags in the chat right now. If this has been a record year for Dear America, you have enjoyed the viewing and the journey and this and that. Let's see some flags in the chat. If I can reminisce for one moment, to see how far things have come, to see how the lineup has adjusted, to see everything, all the struggles, all the scandals with the justice system, all of the things for the election. There you go. Look at the flags. Let's go. Let's go. People here work hard, man, especially Royce and Tony and Todd, and Chad's been here for a week and a half, so let's do that too.
Why not?
But man, it has been this cool thing. Spotify, we're up 55% this year. Every single day on Stream Charts, we are one of the top 25 news streaming shows in the entire country. It is wild to see how this show has transformed, and it is even more amazing that you guys join us every single day in a time slot that we were told was like a death sentence. We were told it's like a desert wasteland. Nobody wants the 9 a.m. time slot. And you know me, I was like, well, we'll do it kind of thing.
Sure.
And to see how many tens of thousands of you show up every single morning at 9 a.m. And that's if you're on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, it's 6 a.m. over there. It's just amazing. We really appreciate it. And so we're going to make today's last live show of Dear America as fun as possible. So, keep putting that American flag in the chat. Let's do our first sponsor, and then let's get into the show. And our first sponsors, of course, our good friends over at Birch Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to protect your money and protect your savings. There's some weird crap going on in the world. I don't know if you picked that up yet. We got drones just flying around. Everybody's acting like it's okay. Some weird things are going down, and they're going to do everything they can to mess up President Trump's amazing opportunity to fix this country. So we ask you to support this show by supporting the sponsors that support us. Simply text the word Graham, that's GRAHAM, to 989898 right now, and they're going to send you a free information kit on how gold, silver, and precious metals can potentially save your money in a hostile environment and economy in a hostile world. So there's no obligation. Free information is vital information. Please consider texting the word Graham to 989898 right now. All right, let's get into the show and let's do this thing. All right, first we've got YouTube. Has decided the communist organization of YouTube.
Canceled.
Facebook is bad. Okay, Facebook is bad, and I know we're streaming on YouTube as well, but YouTube is worse. Okay, YouTube is the worst ever. So YouTube TV decides, speaking of inflation, that they're going to up their prices to $82.99 a month. But what I love about this is X community notes on this. YouTube TV has now doubled in price over the last 5 years. The last price increase was April 2023 for $72.99 from $64.99, a 12% increase. For reference, it launched at a cost of $34.99 per month in 2017, a total increase calculating at over 137% percent inflation adjusted.
Placenta.
Cancel your freaking YouTube TV account
Done.
right now. And I know you guys have it. Don't sit
I
there
got
and
it.
lie.
I know I have
Don't sit there and lie. Cancel the YouTube TV
Mine
account.
is
right
YouTube
this
YouTube
moment.
is pretty bad, but specifically it's Google, man. Google's just gone down the
But here's
crap
my
hole.
question. Like, the only reason I even have YouTube TV is, like, seriously, just to watch football. So, like, where else can I go?
Sling.
Well, I don't have YouTube TV for that. Admittedly, I have the NFL package. But either way, all right. Are you ready for
my YouTube bill's $90. $90.
What are you guys doing to my chat here? My chat is already frozen on my screen. That's weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, Amazon is not much better. They charge like $140 now, and their 2-day shipping turns into 7-day shipping now. All that Prime stuff that they
$140 a
always do-
month?
$140 a year.
A year.
But like I said, their stuff they always advertise the 2-day shipping. You're lucky if you get it in 5 days. You know?
Sling TV's good. Yeah, I use Sling TV.
Yeah,
All right,
I got to find another place to watch Alabama.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready for the cry libs cry moment of the day, no one insinuates it or exudes it more than AOC when she's off script, just blabbering out of her stupid, not properly ratioed teeth to gum mouth. If you're ready for the CLC video of the day, let's get CLC blowing up in the chat right now. I already see you doing it, but go. I want to see CLC blowing up the chat right now. You're already messing up my algorithm over here. Let's go. Let's get it moving. If you can't stand AOC and her horse trough, just comment CLC in the chat right now. All right, let's hit that play button. Let's go, CLC.
Taken from a diagnosis. And I think that this collective American experience, which is so twisted to have in the wealthiest nation in the world, all of that pain that people have experienced is being concentrated on this event. And it's really important that we take a step back. This is not to comment, and this is not to say that an act of violence is justified. But I think for anyone who is confused or shocked or appalled, they need to understand that people interpret and feel and experience denied claims as an act of violence against them. People go
Pause.
homeless.
This chick just said, one, I'm not saying that an act of violence is justified, but, right? So there's your first thing, okay? Anytime somebody says a but, it means something stupid's coming at the end of it, right? Then she goes on to say, I know that murdering somebody is not okay, or all this stuff, and acts of violence are not okay, but people consider denied medical claims as acts of violence against them. So we need to try to understand why someone would murder someone. That's AOC. She's that person. Hey, I'm sorry so-and-so died. That's very tragic. It's very sad. But what was their childhood like? What did they experience a breakup lately? Did someone hurt their feels? Did someone hurt their mindset on things? This is the stuff AOC's got to get over if she's going to want to make a run in 2028.
I have a question.
She can't go off script like this, because this is the type of crap people will be like, what the crap did she just say? What, Todd?
Yeah.
All right, so hear me out. So in order to join the military, you've got to pass a medical physical, but you also have to pass a written exam. All right, that consists of math and English to prove that you can walk and chew gum at the same time. All right, but if to be in Congress, you can be a retarded bartender and just walk into the halls of Congress and be fine, and then the decisions that you make affect the people who had to take a exam to wear a uniform. Like, dude, we gotta do something. Like, they gotta start taking.
I will say
like,
this: if I can
tests or
say
something.
one thing positive about AOC, at least she looks like a female. At least, I mean, and at this point in the world we live in, that's a positive. When you can look at someone and be like, you know what? That's a woman. And I'm willing to bet money that is in fact a woman.
Would just
and I
like
will say
to
that.
schedule the ASVAB for Congress. Just me personally. I
got
just would like
something
to see it.
All I got to say to this is that I don't agree with what she's saying, and murder is obviously horrible. But can we all agree that our insurance system sucks? Because,
No, mine's great.
I mean, yours might be great.
The whole thing's a racket.
It is.
Man.
It is a racket. I mean, I had a surgery that I needed to do. I had a partially torn bicep tendon. Took me 2.5 years before they actually ordered the surgery for me, because they wanted to do all kinds of stuff before I could get it done and before they would sign off on it.
And
even
Todd,
though I was paying all my premiums, I was in pain, and it's just, I mean, it's just a racket, dude.
And Todd, yours isn't great, and here's why. It may be great for you as an individual,
Yeah,
but
great.
the amount of money that they charge for insurance companies and all this other kind of stuff, the taxpayers have to pay for your insurance, which you
Thank
earn.
you.
I'm not saying that you haven't, but what these insurances are charging taxpayers to do it is because of the racket that exists.
Exactly.
And so we should be able to take care of our veterans. That absolutely. But not at the inflated rate that they're charging people to get more money out of people, so we can take care of our veterans.
Now, I will say the one thing that does suck about TRICARE is it cripples mom and pop, like pharmacies and clinics and stuff like that, because like they'll send TRICARE a bill for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and TRICARE will come back and go, nah, we're only paying $100. Deal with it.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, I mean, and we got to worry about Chad. Chad's fixing to head into, the senior
That's
citizen
messed up.
world.
AARP.
And we,
I'm already.
I was trying to see if he's paying attention. He wasn't looking. I was like, he's on his phone.
I'm processing, because I agree with Tony. I mean, everybody's got their insurance stories. I've got a torn shoulder right now that I went to therapy for 6 weeks, and then they come back and they said, okay, well, you still got to pay $1,500 out of pocket just to go get a dye test so we can take a look at it. You did all of that stuff just to qualify for the insurance to pay. I mean, you pay good money. I'm self-employed. I don't have a company or the government paying for my insurance. I don't have any of that stuff. I pay for it out of pocket. So it is a racket. It's a nightmare. And I've talked to a lot of people this week who've said, you know what, don't even have health insurance. Just pay for everything out of pocket, get some kind of care. But there's no real good solution to any of that stuff. So, AOC, you remember when January 6th happened and she wasn't even in the building, but she talked about how she felt like her life was threatened and all of that stuff.
She was going to be raped. She was scared she was going to be raped. That's what she said. She wasn't even in the building.
Right. They sit outside of the whole deal, and it's okay to threaten other people's lives with stuff like this over issues like insurance and say but people are thinking this is acts of violence. I mean, put your money where your mouth is, girl. You said the same things about a situation and circumstance you weren't even a part of. You weren't even there. So, I love how these people sit up on their, pillars of high places of protection and look down on everybody and then tell everybody, hey, tough luck. It really does suck, man.
We do live in a world where, and again, RFK, I'm super excited for everybody to get in there with this new administration. If you're pumped about RFK going in there and laying the smack down, I saw a report yesterday that Trump pretty much said, hey, if RFK shows me a link to all these vaccines that we're giving our kids, bye. They're gone. Like, I'm getting rid of them. Like, I saw that report the other day. But it is true that in today's world, as advanced of a civilization as we live in today, it is actually cheaper not to have insurance. And because here's what happens. You go to a doctor's office and you're like, oh, I have insurance. They charge your insurance, let's say $2,000, right, for this visit. If you go up to them and say, hey, I don't have insurance, I'm paying as cash, they give you a freaking discount to where it's less money than it would have been if they're charging your insurance companies. It's a whole racket across the board. All right, let's get to some good news. Yesterday, President Trump got to go and ring the New York Stock Exchange bell on the eve of his, or on the day of his. Look at that majestic photo in the back.
That's a good shot right there.
Let me tell you something. This photo from Time Magazine, I can give props where it's due. This is like something that I feel like is going to be a mural of him after he passes away one day. Like this is an epic photo. But here you go. If you love President Trump, let's get some flags going in the chat. This is our president ringing in the New York Stock Exchange yesterday. Yeah, baby. I like it like that. I will say that I really wish that they would do it the old way and give him like a freaking hammer and he just ding, 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 ding. I think that would be so much cooler because look, the next picture is him and First Lady Melania Trump right here. He's holding the freaking hammer right there. That's what I'm saying. Like
the Patriot hammer.
Also, I want to point out, if you think, look at this, keep the American flags going. If you think President Trump has lost some weight. Look at this thing. Look how good he looks. RFK is doing his job already. Can we zoom in just a bit here?
Melania is more orange than he is.
Yeah, look.
You think
he's less orange? But look, go to the waistline. Let's go here. Let's go. Look, I'm serious. Look at that. Look how good he looks. I'm not his crotch line, Royce.
What? You said waistline, dude.
That's the crotch. That's his genital line is what that is. Let's go up just a bit. Let's go right there. There we go.
Right
okay.
there.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, man.
Don't zoom down to where the weight is.
The boss looks good. You got to give him credit. Now let's zoom out to the first couple here. The first couple. Let's just look at them both here. I mean, look at that upgrade from Joe and Jill Biden. Look at this. Look how good he looks,
Can
man.
You just imagine that.
He's de-aging. What the crap is going on? He's de-aging.
That could have been Tim and Gwen. I mean, just think how bad that would have been.
Oh gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Anyway,
hey guys, this is what happens. This is what happens when you quit your job at McDonald's.
Yeah, true.
You become
true.
president.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, man, if you think the president of the United States looks amazing and looks fit and ready, somebody do not say Patriot hammer. Stop it. Anyway, the point is,
he's on the shots? You think Trump's on the shots?
No, I don't actually. I think that I know for a fact that I heard reports that Melania and all them were like, "Look, we know you love McDonald's, but you got to knock it the crap off." I think he's listening a little bit. You know, I mean, look, it cannot be argued. Trump is a savage still, but this is still, in my opinion, a more chiseled, more missile-focused version of Donald Trump this time around. And I think he knows, hey man, I'm getting a little bit older. I need to probably do some things a little different. I think at all points in our lives, we got to like adjust some things. I let myself go for a time period. I had to make an adjustment, right? I think you're seeing that here. Melania looks great. She looks first lady as always. President Trump looks
Very
freaking
elegant.
Presidential, right? Like, I mean, the end. If you think President Trump looks great, give us an American flag in the chat, but we got to keep going. All right. Next, we got to get our sponsor, Patriot Mobile. We love these guys, man. Most people will show you all their amazing products and stuff like that, which they have a lot. But I like to tell everybody about the real people behind the company. When we were running supplies back and forth to Western North Carolina, Hurricane Helene survivors, Patriot Mobile was doing the same thing. We were literally passing each other back and forth the entire time. When we were in Arizona knocking on doors to try to win this election, Patriot Mobile was paying for people to fly and stay in hotels to knock on doors in swing states because they care about the things we care about. So why are you giving your money to AT&T? Why are you giving your money to T-Mobile and Verizon when you could support a company like that? Please go to patriotmobile.com/Graham today. That's patriotmobile.com/Graham. Promo code Graham is going to get you your first month of service for free. So go to patriotmobile.com/Graham today and support a true America First Christian company. That's patriotmobile.com/Graham, patriotmobile.com/Graham. All right. That's where we remind you to hit that like button, hit that share button, because Joe Biden is doing a fire sale. Everything must go, apparently, in the Biden administration here. First, the Daily Wire broke this and said, weeks before Trump takes office, Biden is racing to auction off unused border wall materials that Joe Biden stopped, by the way. Video shows trucks hauling off wall materials off the border of a government auction site where a massive amount of the wall is waiting to be sold. Charlie Kirk says, the current regime in Washington, D.C. hates you. Don't believe me? They're selling unused border wall segments for just $5 each at government auction, shipping off half a mile of Trump's border wall a day. This is pure sabotage by bureaucrats who want to deliver a last-minute, quote, screw you to Donald Trump and the 76 million Americans who elected him to protect our border. Their time in power is coming to an end, and whoever is responsible for this will be held accountable. Can we play the video real quick?
Let's do it.
This is literally what they're doing right now because they hate you, the people. Go. Wow.
You know what's funny
Look at all
about this,
that.
though, is I don't know if y'all know, but Texas has come back and said, yeah, we'll buy all of it.
Yeah, they need to. Look, though. Pause. If you think that this is treason by the Biden administration, an active effort to unsecure our country and derelict his duties of protecting the sovereignty of this nation, comment yes or no in the chat. If you think Biden is a treasonous,
100%.
needs to be just locked up in the across the thing, tarred and feathered for treason. Comment yes or no in the chat. Look at all this.
I don't understand how he's getting away with this. I'm assuming that all the materials there were paid for by the taxpayers. I mean, and he's over there auctioning it all off.
Oh, that's easy,
and making,
man. They do
There
that
is
all the
nothing
time.
the federal government has that the taxpayers did not pay for.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and they do that. They
And-
do that all the time, Tony. All
Yeah,
the
no,
time.
I understand that, but what he's doing is making our borders less secure. I hope Trump goes in there and he freaking just throws the book at him and just throws his old ass in jail, dude. Honestly.
Chad, you're the Texas guy, still living in Texas. What are your thoughts?
Well, the crazy thing about it is that people don't realize, or they don't tend to think about how much leverage a place like Texas has. I mean, Texas is supplying about 40% of America's oil resources, as well as about 29% of its natural gas. Texas has a lot of leverage. I mean, it's the 8th largest economy in the world. So if they're going to mess around with border wall materials down there, Texas definitely has the resources to hold leverage against the federal government, as well as Tony made the point, or as Todd made the point, be able to buy this border wall stuff back. But again, this stuff's just an act. I mean, they can replace this iron. They can put this stuff right back. They can get these things, these border wall panels, whatever, and then put them right back. But again, this is one more time that's a show of distraction on the part of bureaucrats to try to make, try to disrupt things. And I'm so sick of these disruptors, man. So you're right. I hope Joe Biden, I hope the guy breathes his last breath in jail. He really does deserve it.
Well,
100%.
if we can remember back to Trump's first presidency, if we can go way back, the initial cost for the wall was going to be about like 35 billion to complete the wall. And then through all this stuff, Trump eventually gets $5 billion to, start, putting the wall up and things like this. So we want to know why our taxes are being wasted. Okay. Trump got border wall for $5 billion from the federal government. Okay, that cost us tax dollars and things like this. And now Biden is selling off those pieces of border wall for $5 a piece. I'm not the best at math, but I don't see that equaling $5 billion coming back to the federal government for selling it off at a government auction.
I got a great idea.
How much steel? How much steel you think is there? It's worth
lot.
Way more than $5, man. What do you think one of those is
That's
actually
what I was
worth?
thinking. Like, Dear America needs to hit that auction and invest, a few $100 and sell it back to the government, for $5 billion. And hey.
Chad's mic is not low. He is in between two very intimate people in his hotel room, and he's trying not to awaken the monster.
I've been really trying, baby.
I've been feeling tired, baby. All right. Anyway. All right. Also, Joe Biden is releasing a bunch of criminals. Pardoning 39 people today, including Chinese spies and an individual convicted possessing child pornography. There is a community note on this saying that these Chinese people were not pardoned, but they were part of a prisoner swap. But it's only 3 of them. So, okay, fine. 36 people have been pardoned. Can we go up and read a little bit of this real quick? Let's see here. Fact sheet. President Biden announces clemency for nearly 1,500 Americans. Can we go to the part of some of the people, what their convictions were real quick? I think it's the right one.
Yeah.
Okay. Offense. I just want to read some of the offense. Conspiracy to commit economic espionage. Conspiracy to commit trade secret theft. Attempted economic espionage by theft or fraud. Attempted theft or trade secrets by taking or deception. What's another one? Let's go down. Conspiracy to defraud the United States government, impersonating agents of foreign governments, statements, or entries generally. Here you go. Shanlin Jin, possession of child pornography. Fan-freaking-tastic.
Awesome.
These people sound like they're great citizens.
I think, these people are part of the what Joe Biden is supposed to do because he's owned by China, or certain family members will probably cease to exist if he doesn't do it. Also, we've got a report from the Inspector General yesterday that dropped. This is breaking news. The Inspector General report has just revealed that there were, in fact, for all the conspiracy theorists that were shut down for years. I want everybody in the chat to comment, knew it, right now. Knew it, knew it, knew it, knew it, knew it. I want you to comment, knew it in the chat right now.
Knew it.
There were at least 26 FBI informants on the Capitol grounds on January 6th. At least 3 of them entered the dang Capitol building. We've been lied to. Accountability is coming. I want you to comment, knew it in the chat. I want the chat to blow up because we were right again. The whole thing was a sham. Every bit of it. Let's play a little bit of this clip. It's 4 minutes, but I want to see knew it blow up in the chat. Let's go.
exactly were they doing? And in fact, some of them, as we learned from this report, entered the restricted area, went into the Capitol. Were they inciting anything? Were they enticing anyone to go with them? I really would love to know what exactly they were saying to the people in the groups that they were part of. I also think it's interesting that this report comes out the day after Chris Wray resigns. It seems to me that he may not have wanted to contend with the questions that, of course, are going to emerge from everything that we're learning today. And the other point I'd like to make is something that David Spunch just raised, where he said that Matthew Graves, who's the U.S. attorney here in Washington, D.C., did not prosecute any of those confidential human sources, spies, that did enter the Capitol that day. And his office, Graves' office, did put out a statement and said that they did not generally prosecute anyone who just went into the Capitol and didn't commit other crimes. My question there is, what does generally mean? How did they make those decisions? And why weren't those particular paid spies part of that group?
Pause.
The 23.
If you knew the entire time that the FBI was behind all of this crap, I want to see more knew it's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Knew it.
For years, they told us that we were domestic and national terrorists. For years, the FBI created a completely different section just to monitor you, Trump supporters, and the entire time we were screaming from the rafters and screaming from the rooftops, feds, feds, feds. Feds incited it. Feds got it going. I want to see knew it blowing up in the chat right now, because we are finding out the truth. The day after disgraced FBI Director Christopher Wray resigns, all of a sudden, all these reports come out because Kash Patel is coming into the FBI director. He's got the receipts, he's got the names, and he's coming after every freaking body. Blow the chat up right now. Somebody else talk.
Well, it's your typical. This is what our liberal-run government has become. And Graham, me and you talked about this months ago. This is just how this works now. It's like you've got the COVID stuff, the Epstein list, and now January 6th is we bark. Hey, this don't smell right. This don't smell right. Then they shut us down. They lock our accounts, and then 3, 4, 5 years later, when nobody really cares about it and you don't get popped on Instagram anymore about it, they tell us the truth. And we're like, well, that would have been nice to know 3 or 4 years ago. And now with Biden throwing freaking pardons out like cat litter on oil spills, I mean, it's freaking ridiculous. I mean, but this is what our government does now.
This is just one more thing to to clarify that they were behind this January 6th thing. I mean, Nancy Pelosi was caught on video from her daughter videotaping that, yes, Trump had offered to send in the National Guard, and she said no. I mean, that's just one more thing to come up that they were behind it.
And
Kash
no
Patel
one's going to be held accountable.
Needs to burn the entire FBI down. Fire everyone.
Burn it to the ground.
Start from scratch 100%. Everyone must go. You are fired. If you want to reapply and come through my standards of how the FBI should run, you are more than welcome to. But if you think that Kash Patel needs to just completely clear it out and start from the ground up, comment yes or no in the chat right now. All right, next we got to get into our sponsor, Angel Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, we love our friends over there at Angel Studios, actually creating good movies and TV shows that are non-woke, non-indoctrinational, and the list goes on. We need you to go and become a member of the guild by going to angel.com/Graham Hope today. What happens when you become a member of the guild? Well, not only do you get instant access to all of the amazing shows that they have created, you get 2 free tickets for every single time they get a movie in the movie theaters. And as a member of the guild, you get to vote on what Angel Studios actually creates next. So it's almost like you, the people, have the power. So go to angel.com/Graham Hope today and become a member of the guild. That is angel.com/Graham Hope right now. All right, this is where we need you to hit that like button, hit that share button, because the P. Diddy tapes, the P. Diddy files, have they got another victim? Well, let's talk about it here. This LeBron James stuff, a close friend of Diddy is stepping away from playing for the Lakers for, quote, personal reasons during what's been his worst season yet. Struggling both on and off the court, LeBron has faced heavy criticisms for attending Diddy's parties, while this media company lost nearly $30 million last year and is set to lose even more. Amid the turmoil, he's also taken a break from social media. Some have stated that he may be considering retiring from basketball for good. Do you believe that this has something to do with P. Diddy? Comment yes or no in the chat if you believe it has something to do with P. Diddy. You know what? Comment yes or no in the chat. I'm going to give it to you right now. Do you think LeBron James is leaving because something's fixing to come down for P. Diddy? Comment yes or no in the chat. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely
Yes.
freaking yes. Something is going on with this whole P. Diddy stuff, okay? Here you go. They're best friends. They've hung out forever. They love each other, P. Diddy
Ain't
and
no
LeBron
party
James.
like a
just
Diddy
like
party.
just like Jay-Z. Just like all these other people. No, blow up the chat. Like, let me know what you think. Like, who just takes some time away from basketball for personal reasons? Think about this. How much money do the Lakers pay LeBron James? And the Lakers are just
Too much.
They're just okay with LeBron James being like, you know what? I got some personal stuff going on. I'm out for a little while, guys. Still pay me, but I'm out. Who
You
gets
have
to
to
do
think
this
about
kind of crap?
How bad it has to be for LeBron to say, I'm stepping away from LeBron James to step away from basketball. You know how bad it has to be? This has got to be like he knows something is about to
something's
drop.
coming down, man.
He
Something's
knows
coming
somebody
down.
knows something. He might be hearing that Diddy, because we've talked about how Diddy is singing like a bird.
He's singing like a canary, bro.
He might be hearing that Diddy's mentioning LeBron's name. I don't know. But I think LeBron's scared, man. He's scared.
I, for one, being a lifelong Laker fan, think this is the greatest news in the world that he's stepping away from basketball. He is the
100%
whiniest.
agree.
He is the whiniest person, and you see him play basketball. He takes like 6 steps in traveling, and they never call him. For
He's
a
one
while.
of the worst things to ever happen to basketball.
He
Let's just
literally
be
is.
honest.
I've never liked him as a person or a player, and I can thank goodness I can go back after he leaves and start watching the Laker game.
Let's cut to the Colby Covington clip real quick. This is a Colby Covington interview. If you love Colby Covington, give us an American flag in the chat here. This is him calling out LeBron James. Listen to what he has to say right here. This is very interesting. And this was before all that. This was before he stepped away. Play the clip.
I'm gonna start this off. Since I'm the man of the hour, the man of the show. I want to ask LeBron, what does he mean by there's no party like a Diddy party? I truly want to know. And not only that, LeBron, how many Diddy parties have you actually been to? I'm really curious to know. And is that the reason you left social media? Because all the backlash you were getting for going to so many Diddy parties? It's just pathetic, man. People think this guy's a role model. He wants to defund the police, the most patriot people of America serving and protecting our country. LeBron, you're a fucking scumbag, and I hope you get locked up.
Colby Covington.
I love Colby Covington. All right,
Oh my
but
gosh.
let's go. Like, this is something that LeBron James has said, that there's no party like a Diddy party. Let's play it right here. This is LeBron James.
I hadn't seen that video. It was awesome.
And giving everybody a light. Man, this is an unbelievable thing, man. Like everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
Yeah, that's what's up.
Look at Diddy. Yeah, that's what's up.
everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
Nope, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna say
Ain't
it.
no party like a Diddy party, because you wake up the next day not even knowing what happened at the Diddy
Oh,
party.
he's slipping right out of the bed and don't know how you got so greasy.
Yeah.
He's got baby all over his
All
back.
right, look, man, I think it's 100% that there is something that, look, even if LeBron James, I'm not saying LeBron James was like, molesting people or anything like that, to be clear. But if he did attend all these Diddy parties, there's no way that this doesn't come back, right? Like, like it's just like saying, oh, I hung out with that guy all the time. Oh, and you didn't know that they were sex trafficking children 24/7, and that was the majority of their business all the time? Like, you just didn't see nothing?
Yeah.
You didn't see nothing suspicious the entire time? And so, again, I think that we
that's
could be
the
witnessing
thing,
the
man.
end of Jay-Z, the end of LeBron James, all these horrible people. And if they did have an active act in this, If you believe they need to be in prison at minimum for the rest of their lives,
100%.
comment yes or no in
Was
the
it
chat.
LeBron,
Chad, what do
Jay-Z,
you think?
J-Lo, whether you committed to acts or yourselves physically or not, if you knew about it and didn't say anything, you're just as guilty as the people doing it. So
Correct.
lock them up.
Right. Listen, sex, drugs, rock and roll, right? That is the whole deal. If you become a 1%er, you're in the upper echelon statistically as a pro athlete, you are in the music industry, Hollywood, celebrity, you're going to a party at a billionaire's house like Diddy, which has glorified everything from gangster rap to sex to beating women and everything else. If you're at those parties, you are guilty by association, because those people aren't going there to sample the cheeses and wines.
No.
Okay? They're not. They're just not.
They're going
That's
to
not-
sample something, but it
they're
ain't.
going.
yeah.
They are going to get nasty with it and down and dirty. And listen, I mean, you don't become a celebrity and go to that level, one, without selling your soul to some degree. And then once you get into that, you know why you're doing it. You don't dress up in a little kinky maid's outfit, take a selfie of yourself and say, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Okay, LeBron. Okay, Bron. You know what? Go watch the documentaries about Magic Johnson. They literally have that stuff thrown at them all the time. And that's why these people at this level who can have anything they want, they've never heard the word no, red carpets rolled out for them, everything, they lose their interest in normal activities that would entice, excite, or, anything else, a normal person. So they got to go freakier and freakier. That's what they mean by getting your freak on. It's a freak off.
Yeah, it's a freak off.
So they're
Well,
guilty.
we showed videos of P. Diddy literally going around getting everybody's cell phone before they got on the boat to go to the island where the party was going to be.
I remember that.
I'm telling you right now, if Chad Prather invites me to a party and I show up and before we get on the boat, Chad's like, "Put your cell phone in the bag."
Nope.
I ain't going.
Don't think so, Chad.
I'm just not doing it.
Listen, I'll just tell you, I've been to some parties with some celebrities and rich folks and things like that. I've been invited to things. I've actually been in those deals that I'm not going to talk about. I'm not saying anything illegal or nefarious was going on, but I've seen behind the scenes on some stuff. And they'll put signs right there on the door of the elevator where you're getting off that says absolutely no social media, absolutely no cell phones, absolutely no pictures are to be taken. And that's when when you see that, it's like time for me to go back down the elevator and leave this place.
Yeah, when
Leave.
Ice Cube won't get on the boat with you, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, man.
That's
If Ice
all I
Cube's
need to
out,
know.
you need to be out. That's the way it needs to go. All right, let's get into our last sponsor. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we need you to hit that like button right now. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this. The more you hit the share button, the more people see this. We got to talk about these drones. Before we do that, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, the IRS is fixing to get a major overhaul. But before they do not think that they're not going to try to crap on you as much as humanly possible. Do not try to settle your IRS tax debt by yourself with these blood-sucking vampires. Contact our friends over at Tax Network USA by going to tnusa.com/Graham. That gives you a free consultation, or if you enjoy the phone, you can call 1-800. I lost it. I need it. I need it back. I need the Chiron back. There we go. You can call 1-800-245-6000 if you would rather do that. Listen. Do not try to handle your tax debt on your own. I believe that relief is coming. I believe there's going to be a major tax overhaul very soon. But don't think they're not going to try to squeeze you for every dime they can before their power is taken away. Go to tnusa.com/Graham right now for a free consultation. That's tnusa.com/Graham. All right, we got to talk about the drones.
Man, this is
and
scary
first of
stuff
all,
right here.
First of all, I just want to say this before we go even further. It started in New Jersey. Now it's everywhere. We got drones everywhere. Why are we not shooting down the freaking drones? Why? Why do we have drones? Why are we not shooting down the drones? I want shoot them in the chat to blow up right now.
And like the
Why
Troy Landry
are we
version.
not
Shoot 'em.
shooting? Shoot them.
Shoot 'em.
Shoot them in the chat. Needs to blow up, because if you think that, why are we sitting around looking at the drones? We're looking at them. Oh, there they are. Oh, now they're in Connecticut. Oh, now they're over LaGuardia. Oh, now they're spraying stuff out of the sky. I wonder what's going on. Shoot the freaking drones out of the sky. What are we doing? Okay, here we go. This is drones now popping up over LaGuardia Airport. Let's see. Here we go right here. 10 large drones reported hovering over LaGuardia Airport. Numerous sightings of large drones reported over New York City's airport and nearby areas. Authorities are investigating potential airspace breach. What are you talking about, a potential airspace breach? They're flying over the airport. What are you talking about? Here, play it. Play the video here. Look, there they are, just hanging out over the airport.
Foot.
What do you mean potential airspace breach? It's an airport. Yeah, absolutely. It's an airspace breach.
Have we?
Royce, you know about this. You fly drones and stuff. Like what? Like, are you allowed to just fly over an airport?
No. Not unless it's military or you get special clearance.
They will pop you in a heartbeat.
They'll come get you, buddy.
Not only that, most legally sold drones, right, that you can get online or wherever, will not, like, legally they have to be sold this way, where they will not let you fly within 5 miles of an airport unless you have the clearance.
And not to even mention that,
you get the space unlocked. You have to contact the FAA to do that. Like, it's a whole deal.
Because I had a larger drone, because most of the ones that people fly for recreation are the little ones that they don't have to take a specific FAA class in order to fly. I have a big one where I had to take like a legit FAA sanctioned class in order to fly. This is a 10-foot drone. You are not even, according to the FAA, legally allowed to fly them over a populated area.
Yeah, that's a motorcycle in the sky. So, is what it is. It's a motorcycle in the sky.
Have
we ruled out aliens?
At this point, I wouldn't be shocked if it was aliens. I mean,
where do we think we got the drone technology?
Go ahead, Chad.
Let me just say that it's not aliens, because if they're looking for intelligent life, they're not flying over New Jersey. All right, let's just say.
That's why. Yeah. That's why they're spraying stuff. They're like, nah, these are bad. Get rid of these.
They're not fertilizing. No, it's more like a pesticide at that point. But no, these are big drones, dude. These are the size of an automobile.
Yeah, look, that's a plane landing on the ground. But look at the drones next to the planes in the sky. Like, look how big those freaking things are. We got drones over neighborhoods. Now, this is just over the airport, and I love that it said that they're investigating possible airspace breach. All right, this is a resident that captured a government helicopter investigating drones in New Jersey. Appears to be a residential neighborhood. A large drone, in quotation marks, appears to be right behind the helicopter as they fly by. The government just told everyone to don't worry about what you're seeing in the sky. All right,
have you guys seen?
Is this a video?
Don't Look Up?
Is this a video?
Yeah, it's a video.
Play it.
Yeah,
I want to see this.
Don't Look Up.
Have you guys seen Don't Look Up?
Yeah.
This is exactly what's going on. Don't let everything's fine. Don't look up. Nothing's going on. These are totally fine. No, man, this is like an invasion. But all right,
play it. All right, so that's the helicopter on the right. That helicopter's spotlighting, though. Like, it's spotlighting the ground. Oh, yeah, those are the drones right there. Look, okay, so there's a drone.
It's obvious
the
that
best thing's right there. So there's the drones right there, but here's the interesting thing. Okay, the helicopter is spotlighting the ground. So I don't think this helicopter's investigating the drones. This helicopter's looking for something.
Yeah, that's like a police helicopter there.
Yeah. So I don't think that report's right.
It's obvious that those neighborhoods don't have political cowboys and rednecks, because those things would be out of the ground.
Dude, if you give Cletus $100 a drone, this issue is handled.
I'm telling you guys right now that if they come to South Carolina, I'm ordering a turret from eBay, taking them all down, dude.
All right, but here's the craziest part, and Marjorie Taylor Greene actually shared this. Some of these drones appear to be spraying something in the sky here. So let's play this.
Just weed killer.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spray.
Maybe I should mute that.
Look, okay, but look, pause it. I mean, I'm serious. But like, get us a good shot here and pause that. What the crap is this? What is that?
Is that a light or is that spray? Because I was looking at that this morning trying to figure that out.
but if it's a light, okay, so we're like.
But I don't know that a drone has the capability to do a spotlight like that.
That's a pretty interesting beam of light.
That would be a strong beam.
Although, guys,
Is there a cow being sucked up in it? Can we see
if
that?
they're
Yeah,
if
or
they're
Bubba.
spraying something, these all must be Bill Gates drones, dude. He's got the technology to do it. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I
look,
mean,
okay. Well,
Well,
let's
look at the spray on the other side. Like,
yeah, but
go
let's
back.
say it's a light. So
See the angle, the other one from the other angle.
Yeah, but there's
like
no,
chemtrails.
but that don't match. Go back.
Yeah, you see, it's kind of like this.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is the one that's going to the right, there's no drone right above it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's somebody from the ground.
No. But I mean, but that's my point. So one is directly to that drone right there. Okay, and if it is somebody shining a light from the ground,
That's a heck of a light.
how are we not still? Again, the point of the freaking question is drones are popping up in multiple places all across the East Coast right now. And they're acting like it's not a big deal. And we're all just supposed to, like, people are filming this in their backyard and they're telling us
drones with freaking
So
laser
what
beams
happened?
attached
Did
to
I mean did
A laser beam.
Did we ever get a confirmation or denial on the Iranian mothership and anything like that?
Yeah.
The
Well, the
Pentagon
DoD
said
no.
that there was no mothership, but they did
Okay.
not say that they weren't from Iran. Here's the thing. Joe Rogan shared this, and this is something to pay attention to right here. Joe Rogan says that this is what the kids call sus. This is freaking oh God, what's
Blinken?
his name? Talking about the White House says the drones seen over New Jersey are lawfully operated manned
No.
aircraft.
No.
Quote,
Manned
we have
aircraft.
not been able to, and neither have state or local law enforcement authorities corroborated any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, let's show more here. Crap, I lost my spot. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully. Let's hear what this moron has to say really quick. I want to hear this.
I just want to add a few comments on the reports of drone activity here on the East Coast, particularly in and around New Jersey. We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus. The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are investigating these sightings, and they're working closely with state and local law enforcement to provide resources using numerous detection methods to better understand their origin.
They're giant green
Using
ones.
very
Don't worry about it.
sophisticated electronic detection technologies provided by federal authorities, we have not been able to, and neither have state or local law enforcement authorities.
If you think he's a liar,
corroborate
comment liar
any
in the chat.
Of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
By
The United
who?
States Coast Guard is providing support to the state of New Jersey and has confirmed that there is no evidence of any foreign-based involvement from coastal vessels.
So who's
And
operating it?
importantly, there are no reported or confirmed drone sightings in any restricted airspace. Now, that said, we certainly take seriously
it.
the threat that can be posed by unmanned
LaGuardia is
aircraft
not
systems,
restricted
which is
airspace.
why
Yeah,
law
that's what I was
enforcement and other
fixing to say.
agencies
Like,
continue to
Royce,
support New
because
Jersey
we
and
do
investigate.
this, and you know a lot about DJI just like I do. Number one, it's what's the radius of an airport? It's 5 miles, right?
5 miles. Yeah.
5 miles. Okay,
Can't
we
fly
just
over
showed
people?
you footage. Okay, you're not getting approval of that if you're a human being. You're not getting approval
Nope.
to fly a 10-foot drone within 5 miles of
No.
an airport.
No,
Number
especially
two,
not anything that big. Listen,
No.
if it was like a movie production, there's Inspire drones, which are probably like 2 or 3 feet,
Yeah,
in,
right.
in footprint. And that's the biggest thing you can get to fly in something like
and-
that.
and
And that's
number
with
two-
clearing out the airport.
Exactly.
You've got all the permits. Like, that's just not happening here.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
number
what
two,
Here's my question.
a populated area. I'm sorry, Tony. A populated area, okay, like that, of neighborhood, parks, wherever there's mass population. You don't just have to get approval from the FAA to do it. You have to get approval from the individuals that you're flying over to do it. So I'm sorry, lies.
So
lies,
here's my
lies,
question.
lies.
Why isn't the media coming out and contradicting what he's saying? Because if we all know this, that the airport has a 5-mile radius of restricted airspace, why are they not coming out and saying? Because there's videos of those drones being in the airspace of the airport. Why
How
are they
about
not
this?
coming out and
How
saying
about this?
anything?
If they're manned aircraft, who the crap's manning them? Why don't you just tell us that?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell us that, you liar? Liar, 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 liar,
Also,
liar, liar,
he's
liar.
saying that they're using this technology to figure out what these are, what they came from. If there's any suspicion that it's foreign, any suspicion that it could cause any danger, shoot it down. Then you can figure out what it is.
Here's the thing. They think we're all stupid. And I don't think it's any coincidence at all. You need to hit the like button, hit the share button. I don't think it's any coincidence that Putin just put out a message to any Russian in America to freaking get your butt back to Russia. All right. Russia orders its citizens to leave the U.S. immediately with concerns of war on the horizon. We also have Syria coming out. We won't play it because, they're speaking in a different language, but basically the same thing. Syria's new leaders are now demanding that every refugee leave Europe and America. We say, okay, deal, but why? Why all of a sudden? We also know that 5.5, 6 hours ago, freaking Russia bombarded Ukraine with a bunch of missiles and all this stuff. Ukraine intercepted about 95% of it thanks to American F-16 and equipment, costing Russia about $1 billion to do nothing in their proxy war that's going on. If you think that this is all planned and coordinated between the CIA, our own government, Russia, Ukraine, everything to destabilize the world before President Trump can take office January 20th, comment yes or no in the chat.
And can I just ask a scary question real quick? And Royce, you might, I don't know the weight distribution of these things, but like let's just say 10-foot drone, how much weight you think that thing can carry?
Well, there's a lot of factors that go, like the prop size, how big are the motors.
Yeah, right.
But
we're talking.
What kind of battery does it have on board?
Let's just be scary for a second. They're doing nothing about this. They're saying, "Oh, they're manned. We know they're fine." Can you just imagine for a second, 20 drones in the air, 10-foot radius drones in the air? How much weight they can carry and what they drop? Like, what if they start dropping explosives on populated areas?
Couple things really quick. Have you ever seen like those? I think they do it in China. There's a couple places in the U.S., but those drone shows where there's like 300 drones in the sky and they make pictures.
Coordinated.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those little things could carry explosives. Like what they're capable. If these are foreign drones, it's a dangerous enough I guess theory. You shoot it down. You don't leave it up there. But here's what I'm guessing. Just like we found out with COVID. And now finding out with January 6th, I bet 2 or 3 years from now, they're going to hit us with, turns out these were, Iranian drones the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember when juice
turns out that balloon was surveilling over our nuclear warheads?
You got a Chinese weather balloon that goes over every single major military installation we have in this country, and they finally wait till it's off the eastern seaboard, has already collected all the stuff that it needs, and then they go out there and shoot it down.
Oh, and it was transmitting. It was transmitting back, so it doesn't even matter if we shot it down. Yeah,
and we all got classified as conspiracy theorists for talking about the dadgum thing. And then if any one of those things is carrying, we talked about this on my show yesterday, Royce and I did. You realize if that weather balloon had been carrying an EMP, that shuts down the eastern seaboard for like 3 years. Okay, any one of these drones could be doing something like that. You don't know. And by the way, back in I think the 80s, there was this guy who wanted to see if he could build an aircraft out of balloons, and so he put like 30,000, 40,000 helium balloons on a lawn chair and shot up to like 30,000 feet almost instantly. And he had a BB gun that he was going to shoot the balloons out. So he could come back down. You know what? When he landed, you know who was waiting on him? The FAA. Yeah.
Yep, I remember that.
So everything this guy said is nonsense.
They're so in on it.
They're in on it.
Situations with this, like these drones could be dropping. They could drop explosives. They could drop poison. They could gas. They could be hovering over. They're over airports. They could be transmitting, hacking, FAA databases, shutting planes down. There's a lot of scary stuff. Any
suspicion that it's foreign
could be a reality.
Any suspicion, you shoot it down. Yep. You take it down.
They were willing to do that on 9/11. They were willing to do that on 9/11. Those aircraft were being, they were being escorted by F-16s on 9/11. They were ready to kill civilians.
The purpose is, people, we need to pay attention to what's going on, because I truly, truly, truly believe that they're going to do everything they can to destabilize the world before President Trump has the opportunity to swear in January 20th.
I wanted to say one thing on the Putin comment. I just want everybody to just remember, stay vigilant, stay ready, because Obviously, if Putin is telling his citizens to get out of a certain country, that usually means there's imminent danger coming in their country to get their citizens out of there. So just be careful, be ready, everybody. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Correct. All right, to end the day with a little bit of good news, I want to see some comments for Pete Hegseth. Comment Pete in the chat right now if you stand with Pete for SecDef. This is Pete Hegseth talking about now he is moving on to meet with Democrat senators, and this is why Pete Hegseth is the man for the job. Let's just play the clip. Let's go. I want to see Pete blow up in the chat. Let's go.
How do you plan to handle your meetings with Democrats? I understand that you're starting to meet with Democrats today.
Well, the nice part is there's nothing political about the DOD, and we're going to make sure politics is not a part of it. So meeting with Democrats, just like meeting with Republicans, is a huge part of our approach.
Pause. Did you hear what Pete Hegseth? Go forward a little bit to where we have Pete's face here. Look, keep Pete going in the chat. Did you hear what Pete said? Well, fortunately, there's nothing political about the DOD. That would be a nice change from what we've been dealing with when they've made the DOD nothing but political, which again is why Pete Hegseth is the man for the job. It is only Pete. It has to be Pete Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. I want to see Pete continue on in the chat. This is Pete Hegseth owning CNN, and I just think this is beautiful. And yet another reason why it needs to be Pete. Here we go.
Do you believe that gay people should be allowed to serve in the military?
Yes.
Can you just respond to the CNN report this morning? It was highlighting some of your previous comments.
I don't feel the need to respond to CNN.
I don't see the need to respond to CNN.
I mean, Food Network is beating them
love
anyway.
It. All 23,000 of the people that watch CNN, I don't see a need to respond to them.
No,
ladies and
Todd,
gentlemen,
you're right.
Pete Hegseth
should
is
go
the
on-
man.
Todd's right. Food Network. Pete should go on Food Network and talk. Actually,
I'll respond.
Guy
Rachel
Fury,
Ray.
or whatever his name, should interview
Yeah.
Pete Hegseth, and
That
it would be
would be
seen by more
amazing.
people. Freaking Adam from Man vs. Food would get more views to interview Pete Hegseth. I mean, just across the board. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of today's show. We ask you to hit that like button and hit that share button right now. I want to say real quick that, again, this is the last live show. We've got 2 really fun pre-filmed episodes for you guys next week. And then, of course, we hope the next week you're spending time with your family instead of trying to look for us on the thing. I want to say really quick, you guys know we got some big things coming in 2025. But I just wanted to say, while we are live with you guys for the first time, if you have enjoyed this past year of Dear America, please give us an American flag in the chat right now. Real quick, 30 seconds or less. Royce, you go first. Anything you want to say to the audience for the past? Well, you've been here for the past 6-7 months, but for this year.
I've only been here for 6 or 7 months, but it has been the best 6 or 7 months ever, man. I'm a much happier person nowadays. I love what I'm a part of. I love what we've been doing, going to North Carolina, helping with Helene. This style, people tell me all the time, I like watching your guys' show because it feels like a family. Someone told me, my best friend told me that like 2 days ago, because it feels like a family, and it really does. And it feels like a family to be a part of it. And I'm just thankful. And there's a lot of talk going on about what the next year is going to look like. And I know you guys are going to love it, and I'm just excited to be a part of it, and I'm ready.
All right, Chad, it was just announced that you're joining in 2025, and thank you guys for the flags in the chat. It really does mean a lot. Chad, real quick, you want to say anything to the audience about, your role moving forward in 2025, joining the Dear American family?
I promise to get back in my studio and out of the hotel room and off of an ironing board, which I'm using right now in front of me. There are these things called divine connections, and Graham, you and I were divinely connected by God's providential hand 10 years ago. The same has happened with my relationship with Royce on my show, as well as, becoming family with guys like Todd and Tony. I'm humbled, honored, blessed, and I can't wait to see what the next year is going to hold for all of us.
All right, Todd.
Man, well, it's like I tell you guys all the time. Y'all know how much I love y'all, and you guys on this board and on this screen with me know how much I love you. I mean, Chad, you're obviously the newest one, but, I love you like a play cousin. But just this last year, I mean, we've moved all over the place, Graham. We've been from Carolina to Texas, back here, and
wild ride, man.
I give him a lot of crap because he's so young. But this year, my biggest thing is I got to be honestly thankful to Royce because now because he's here, I'm able to spend more time with the 2 seniors I have left in school here at home. So. Even though his hat doesn't match his shirt, y'all in New York.
That's one of my hats, by the way. Looks good on him. Looks good on him.
Love you guys. I'm excited about next year with Chad, and a big thank you to Royce for giving me the opportunity to spend my last year with my boys here at home.
Yep. Nice. This is Tony's last live on Dear America. As we announced, Tony is going to come join me on my new secondary show that will air later on in the day after Dear America called As I Was Saying. It'll be an opportunity for me and Tony to have real in-depth conversations that we're super excited about. But this is Tony's last live Dear America show. Not that he won't ever be on here again, but Tony is actually getting promoted. He's going to co-host of a show, which is really cool. Tony, you want to say anything to the Dear America crew on this last live?
I actually just want to say thank you to everybody. The amount of love and support that I've gotten from just the Dear America family and all the viewers is just out of this world. And I was telling you this yesterday, Graham, when we were talking, that I still don't know why people tune in to hear anything that I have to say. I mean, I'm just a regular dude, and just the fact that I get to sit here with all of you and be a family, my extended family is just, it's overwhelming. And I am sad to be leaving Dear America, but I'm very excited to see the next chapter of doing a show with you, just having a little bit more time to get into in-depth conversations, and I'm excited for that. So thank you guys all very much. Hope you guys have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. Stay safe, and I love you guys.
Yeah, just look at all the thing. Everybody's saying we'll miss you on Dear America, Tony, but we're excited for the new show that's coming on. Again, the Dear America family is expanding, ladies and gentlemen, and I guess that's how I want to say it. Because of y'all's support for this one show has now grown into something bigger than I ever imagined it could be. And now Dear America has become Dear America Media, Dear America Network. However, we're still working on the wording on that. But it's now led to Chad Prather is a part of the Dear America family. We've got Todd's shows coming back. We've got this new show of mine. We've got a new show with Eric Doherty. I think it's going to be called Trending Politics, and I'm really excited for you guys. We've got the King's Council guys as well. Now all of a sudden we've got 6 shows that are going to be underneath the Dear America family, and that's because of you guys. And so we're very excited about it, and we hope that this is going to bring even more value to you guys in your day, because this show has a bunch of personalities on it. Now breaking it out into other individual shows, you get to see more of us in the sense of, I'm not this high-strung person all the time. Todd is not your crazy drunk uncle that you can't take what he says seriously all the time.
He is.
Chad is, I know he seems like a dull person right now, but Chad is actually a super funny and super insightful.
Listen, I saw Chad's live show last night. That Joker is funny. For at least 5 minutes, he was just laying on the floor on his stomach.
That picture was awesome. I was like,
it was
what
hilarious,
is he doing?
man.
Anyway, so again, from the bottom of my heart, again, you guys are going to see us next week. We got 2 pre-filmed things for you guys next week. But while I have you live, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, because a lot of you have been with me for the past 10 years, thank you for helping create the thing in my mind that I always thought. I called this show not the Graham Allen Show for a reason. I called it Dear America for a reason, because I always believed that if we worked at it hard enough, it could be something that could become bigger than just myself. And this new year in 2025, there's still some questions that are unanswered about some things. I know you guys want answers about certain phone calls and things like that. I don't have it for you yet, but what I do know is that we have now created this thing to where right now we're at 6 shows. And if I have it my way, we're going to have a female join soon, and maybe we'll be 7 shows. Who would have thought? And it's because of you guys. And so I just wanted to say thank you for that. Thank you for sticking with this high school graduate from the middle of nowhere in Mississippi, man, just trying to figure it out. And so thank you guys. Somebody just said the truck rant days were great, but love where you are now. Thank you. I agree.
Awesome.
I agree the same. You know, that kid that was 26 years old ranting in the truck.
Those were fun.
That was fun.
Those were fun.
But that wouldn't work today because that's not where we are, right? You know, that was the disruptor that came in and got everybody's attention. Now what we're doing is we're educating, we're empowering, and we're sending people out that are more aware, more free, and that's the goal. So I just want to say thank you. I want you to enjoy your families through the holidays because in 2025, we got a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. And so for the last live feed of Dear America for 2024, I just want to say thank you. And, you know, that means you guys mean a lot to me and everybody here. So, Chad, you want to pray us out on this one? We'll do super questions, and then that'll be, I try not to get emotional. That'll be the last live feed of this year, man.
Don't you
All
cry.
right, so here we
Do
go.
it.
All
Don't
right.
you cry. Yeah, let's pray together, guys. Father, in Jesus' name, we pray for your providential blessings on our country, on our lives, on our homes. We pray it over this show, that your hand would direct and guide us. We want to be able to lead people in such a way so that not only are they informed and educated, but, Lord, that they learn to laugh again. And your joy is what inspires us and motivates us. And so as we seek you coming into this new year, we thank you for the divine connections and all that you've done to bring us together. And we pray that you would give us wisdom and revelation and insight so that we would know in these mysterious times how to not only seek you, but how to direct people in your direction as well. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let's get to some super questions. Let's do it.
Here we
go.
We go.
All right. Here we go. All right, from appetizer. I'm gonna miss most of the show. 2 kids graduating today from college. Proud mama for Maddox and Seth. I'll watch the replay. Got to go get ready. Thank you guys for all you do. Congratulations to college.
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Congratulations, Maddox and Seth. Awesome.
Yes. J. Simon 0915818. Well, I got my birthday wish this year. Dear America show on a Friday, and President Trump going back to the White House.
We got to work on your birthday wishes. That's your birthday wish. We got to work on that.
Thank you for keeping me sane all this time. Merry Christmas, y'all, from Jessica.
By the way, it's Merry Christmas. None of that Happy Holidays crap here. All right, just saying.
Merry Christmas. Tabby 6975. Merry Christmas to DA family. I can't wait for Tony's new show in 2025. I love his perspective. I know he will fill in for DA when needed. Loving that we will have more shows in 2025. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I want
you.
to say,
Awesome.
man, it's been so cool seeing people's reactions because, you know, you have this idea, like even when we were bringing Chad on, me and Chad talked about it, you know, we felt like it was going to be received well, but you just never really know until you do it. And you know, all these new shows, I mean, Todd's show's not new, but we're making it bigger and better. Mine and Tony's new show, we've got King's Council, we got Eric Doherty coming in. You know who would be really good? What's that girl's name? Brianna? What's her name?
Brianna Morello.
We need to get her.
I just talked to her yesterday.
Hey,
I just talked to her yesterday. She's a good friend.
We need to make that connection because we need a girl. We need a girl on the show.
Yeah.
Either way,
quick reminder on King's Council, we will be live. They will be live today. 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. So just keep that. 10,000 people watching. Keep that in the back of your mind. Log on at noon. King's
And
Council
hey,
today.
Support the King's Council show.
And let me just say, there's a principle that I try to gauge things in life by. It says, living things change, living things grow, growing things change, and changing things challenge us. But if it's alive, it's going to change. And Dear America is very much alive right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Like it.
Yeah, it's really it's really humbling. Anyway, so thank you for the support.
That's a good point, Chad. Good point.
Drummer for God. Oh my God, for the love of everything that is holy, please watch react to Tim Hawkins' Government Can. The song before Trump fixes the tax code. It's an old song, but it defines the government right now to a T.
All right, check it out.
Tim
Interesting.
Hawkins. Check that out. Cody Morris, good morning, brothers. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to miss you, Tony, but love to have you, Chad. Could you guys please say a prayer for me and my wife? 8-week sonogram is Monday. God bless you guys. Stay blessed.
Everything's going to be good.
Everything's going to
all
be good.
good.
Already.
They're firing the DEI hire and bringing the redneck on. That's what it works out to be. So
No.
We already have a
because of
redneck.
government mandates, we are promoting the DEI hire.
There you go.
Because he
Bring in
can't
another
just be
white
one of the
dude.
chairs. He's got to be a co-host now. So we are DEI compliant on this show.
yeah, you guys see how Graham worded that? He like totally
Very
like, no,
good.
wait a minute. Wait.
That was a good
Whoa,
cover.
hold on
That
now.
was
All right,
good.
next.
A swine. When I was deployed to Afghanistan working on the MQ-1 Predator, locals would coat kite strings in broken glass and fly them. We had more than a few taking out when they caught in a prop. That's pretty smart. Like I said, man, them daggum bucket like a duckers they ain't stupid.
Nope.
True. Next. There it was.
Trina, my hubby goes to the local CBOC. Okay, gotcha. The VA sends a bill for the use of the building for $780 to my insurance and one for the doctor. I have him on my insurance, so we don't have to deal with the VA for most issues. I don't have VA insurance. I have retiree TRICARE, so that's different. But yeah, I have heard the VA the VA insurance is horrible.
Doug Collins got his
Terrible.
work cut out for him, man. But I think he's going to I think he's going to help the VA a lot. Doug Collins from Georgia is the new Secretary of Veterans.
The VA?
Yeah, the VA.
Okay.
All right, next.
Need some help in that department. In NZAB09, Patriot Hammer and team. Do you think it's dangerous angle to take?
I regret that episode.
I
I
love
am
it.
not on the Patriot Hammer
Beautiful.
team. I'm not on that team.
I regret letting in the moment my emotions get the best of me and making that what it was.
was
'Cause
great.
Now it's become.
Now we got to put it on a shirt.
right,
It's a
next.
dangerous angle
We
to
might have
take
to.
AOC, Warren, and the Democrats to say you can only push people so far. How far do they push people? I'm assuming
Correct.
murder.
The Democrats think that it's okay if people have been pushed too far to do whatever they need to do.
Well, did you
Look
see
back
in
at
Lack-
Perfect
the
point.
BLM riots, right? Oh, well, can you blame them after years of systemic racism and all this stuff? They're finally lashing out. You know,
Yep. It's a beautiful point. I mean, if you're going to justify violence or whatever, or some kind of adverse reaction by saying, oh, people have been pushed too far, I would say the last 4 years of our lives through COVID pandemics and shutdowns and everything else, we were pushed a little far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it
true.
just happened in Florida. Like they literally just arrested a mother of two for calling Blue Cross Blue Shield and threatening them, like, you know, using that New York thing as a reference. And they putting that woman in prison.
Yeah.
As they should. Renegade, every December I have to remind myself while I watch this show, y'all think A Christmas Story is the best Christmas movie and think Die Hard is also a Christmas movie. Because it is.
For the
Seriously, love you
record,
guys.
I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but we'll argue about
it is.
Hey, one of the shows you'll get next week is us having the ultimate knockdown drag out of who is right and who is wrong.
I have a
about
10-foot drone
Christmas
headed to South Carolina
movies.
right now.
So we're going to settle the debate once and for all next week. That's something you can look forward to.
Elaine Harper, the difference between conspiracy theories and the truth is about 6 months. There you go.
Correct.
I'd say more like 3 years,
Yeah.
really, before we find out the truth. And even then, but
Golly. NZAB09. I think Trump and his team will get some good stuff done. What stops the Democrats from reversing all the good things Trump will do? They did it after he left the first time. That's why.
Correct. That's why we have to win again in
Again,
2026 and
and again,
2028. The war is never over.
Yep.
I agree
Nope. Time to
completely.
build a dynasty, folks. Rip Van Winkle. It's weird that LeBron is stepping away after he basically lobbied the Lakers to draft his son because he wanted to play with his son. Well, if you notice, his son got sent back to the D leagues because he was awful.
Sucks.
He's terrible.
He was terrible. He was awful.
You suck, Bronny. Okay.
He was terrible. Sarah Cunningham, Tony, sad to see you leave the Dear America family, but glad you're not leaving screen time. Can't wait.
He's not leaving the Dear America family. That's not so. Reset that thinking. The Dear America umbrella is now covering multiple shows. Dear America, this show, is the first show in the lineup. But underneath the Dear America umbrella, Tony is being promoted in another show that we're adding along with other shows. So the Dear America family is simply expanding. Nobody's leaving the Dear America family.
Growing.
It's growing. Next.
Echoes of Heaven. Thank you so much for all your episodes. Looking forward to next year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What are you saying? Are you saying Christmas?
I don't know why he's doing that. He's doing it on purpose because he sees the chat and he's trying to agitate people now. All right, let's go.
Christmas. Joy Legacy 5. I homeschool my kids, and we start our day off with your show. My 7 and 8-year-old love you. He's funnier than the boring people who just sit in a seat and talk alone. That's pretty good.
That's pretty funny. That's cute.
Next.
Caddy Highlander. I like that name. We woke up this morning to people in our area saying we have drones in our area. I agree with taking the out time to go skeet shooting with the dang things.
Skeet shooting.
I want to know, how high are those drones flying? Do we have any estimation of how high they are? I mean,
I know a 7 mag will reach it.
Can I lay a 6.5 Creedmoor out there, because that'll reach out and touch something?
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
It will. Yeah, I mean it will. All
Striker
right.
J. One heart, 2 Tony, 2 LeBum sucks. LeBum never the GOAT. That's true. Can we stop that?
Striker J, what the crap are you writing here?
Only fish flop better than Bron. MJ. 3, enough of drones. Just send rednecks. Hold my beer. 4, the Wolfpack podcast coming soon. 5, Cash Pete RFK. Let's freaking go.
Look at that. He got a lot of information in there.
That was like reading Morse code, Jay. That was like.
I got it, Jay.
That reminded me of Kevin from The Office. Few word, do trick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just getting it across.
Right.
Jay's funny.
Jeez. Next.
Lady Jessica. Good morning, gentlemen. Graham, I've been with you since the beginning. Y'all are so wonderful to listen to. In the morning, I'm excited for 2025. Today is mine and my sister's 50th birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy 50th.
Awesome.
I'll be there next year.
Justine, Merry Christmas to everyone in their family. We love you all. Thank you. Thanks for what you do. See you next year. Thank you, Justine.
Thank you.
Thaddeus, JW. Almost never get to watch live because I have a job. Thank you so much for the work you do, Graham and guys. You've been my favorite podcast since 2021. Merry Christmas.
Hey, thanks.
Nice.
We
Merry
appreciate that
Christmas.
very much. Merry Christmas.
Tiny 1964. Blinken, liar, liar, SSGP on fire.
Sissy, girl pants on fire. Love it.
Yeah.
It still amazes me the things that catch on in this group. All right.
Unfiltered lady. I'm happy that you gentlemen will get some well-deserved time off, but I truly miss the Dear America family. Wishing the entire DA fam a very Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year.
Yeah, exactly, man. Look, I think it'll make, ironically, the first Monday of the new year is January 6th. And I think the January 6th episode will be huge because everybody's going to be so pumped to come back to the family. I think it's going to be awesome. So, but yes, some much needed rest for the whole crew, even the crew behind the scenes that you never see. It's been a long year. And so it's going to be nice to have a little bit of a break. All right, next.
Love and freedom. I want to thank you guys for all the work that you guys have done this year. I know that it's been a rough one at times. I appreciate you. I can't wait for 2025. Merry Christmas and God bless you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Echoes of Heaven. There was a study from some college students. They proved there is a frequency that can down drones. I read the article. It depends on the size, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what else can down a drone?
Drones.
You know what else can down a drone?
Bullet.
Cletus, a redneck.
Bubba.
There's gonna be brass raining from the sky.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, Coors Light and shotgun shells.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's go.
Junior Nation 88. What would happen to you if you shot one down? Go Irish.
You'd go to jail.
Yeah,
You'd
probably.
go to jail, probably.
Yeah.
It would probably be a Chinese drone. You shoot it down, it's nothing but China, like letters and stuff all over it, and they would still arrest you for shooting it down.
Facts. Jeff Wallace. I need that y'all hat. Also, shoot down the drones.
What's the website, Chad?
Well, it's down right now because of the post office being, it's ridiculous how many orders we've had come in. But typically, Patriot, Prathertees.com, Prathertees.com. But we got some, hey, listen, we got some things coming in.
We got some things coming, like we said.
You know what you could do? If you want a y'all hat, just go to watchchad.com, find a show near you.
Yeah.
He's probably coming near you. Go get one live. Watch the show.
I'm in Wesley Chapel, Florida all weekend long. Tonight, tomorrow night, 4 shows, and then St. Cloud, Florida next week.
Guys, we got so much in the works. I don't want to give too much away because we're going to talk about it more in depth for one of the pre-recorded shows for next week. You want to tune in to the pre-recorded shows. Yeah, we won't be live, but you're going to get some good info. It's going to be fun. We got some things coming.
Yep.
So.
Also, I became a Chad Prather groupie last night. You could join his posse there. So if you guys want to look him up and join his posse, his website's pretty cool. So.
Groupie is crazy.
Roscoe 331. I just want to clear the air. Patriot Hammer was not meant to sound like a bad porn name.
Well, then you missed the episode that the Patriot Hammer happened. Okay,
I was trying to come up with a cool patriotic code name. It's not my fault. It went sideways.
No, you're right. It's not. It's my fault. Several episodes ago, somebody said Graham Patriot Hammer Allen, and it went down a rabbit hole, and it's just been a thing ever since. So you walked into something that you didn't know
never
about.
forget it.
I do gotta admit, Patriot Hammer is an awesome name.
It is.
So
I love it.
It is something that
I love it. It's great.
Guys, kids watch this show.
I didn't say.
I just said it went down a bad road.
I said
Y'all got
Patriot
defensive.
Hammer is
You
an
know what we're
awesome
talking
name. That's
about.
all I said.
You know what we're talking about. Don't act like it.
I didn't say I
13.
didn't know what we were talking about, but kids are gonna watch the show and say, "Huh,
Mom, what's a Patriot Hammer?"
It's an awesome name.
You guys
All
have
right, let's
all
go.
said-
Just want to wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas.
Thank
you,
you.
Casey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
Jay Brooks,
Really,
1722. Merry Christmas to all. We are blessed to be Americans. Agreed.
Very true.
NZAB, Merry Christmas, Patriot Hammer and Team. Die Hard is a Christmas movie as well as Lethal Weapon. Go Dogs, and let's pray for a better and more productive year. New year.
They're talking about the Mississippi State Bulldogs, obviously. And
No. No, I'm not.
Chad, you're a Georgia fan too?
I went to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tarzan Cowboy. Guys, thanks for a great year. Appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas. Have a blessed new year. You as well. Merry Christmas. We got meetings, people. All right, Dirty South. With China surrounding Taiwan, what's our military doing? Because obviously we ain't doing anything about the drones. Agreed. That's why Pete Hegseth needs to be the Secretary of Defense. Jay Brooks, 1722. Go Ducks for the college football natty. Quack,
crazy
quack.
talk.
It's all I want for Christmas.
That's crazy talk.
No.
All I want for Christmas.
don't
I will
start.
say this. If Tennessee and Georgia end up in the national championship game, it will be I will be so disappointed because it'll be, to me, the least exciting national championship game.
It's going to be Texas
out
and
there.
Georgia for the third time.
All right. Heather P1112. Merry Christmas to all of you and your families. You all do an amazing job and are appreciated. Chad, can I have your number?
Yes, you can.
It's
It's 7.
871.
7.
All right, next. All right, Dirty South. And I thought Trump and Putin talked, and he told him to pull out of Ukraine. Merry Christmas, and I love you all. Been watching you and Chad since Truck Day. Trump has talked, but at the same time, Trump's not sworn in as the president yet. So we'll see what happens there. Amanda Lee, USA 1985. Seriously love you guys. I've been following about a year now. Nice to know I am not crazy and there's still some good out there. You guys help me pick the Bible up too. Merry Christmas. That's awesome. That's the best
the
thing.
goal.
ever. Degenerate 1990. Just want to say thank y'all so much. Y'all are amazing, and I look forward to next year with you. We feel the same way about you. Absolutely. All right. Alicia Victoria 88. Can't wait for the new show. Tony, I enjoy hearing another minority and father of daughters.
Thank you. Look forward to it as well.
All right. Brett M 2007. Hey, guy. Hey, guys. Glad to see Chad join. I love listening to you all. Love the prayer time. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. God bless you all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Dirty South. What about Candace with a K? Candace Owens. Me and Candace are friends. We've been friends for a while. It would never happen. All right,
it will never happen.
Skip 1071.
Never
Merry
happen.
Christmas, y'all. God bless and Happy New Year. I'm excited for what has been announced and what is coming. And congratulations. Love watching y'all. See everyone next year. Thank you. See you next year.
This next one is great.
Okay. Joseph A. Hurricane Helene survivor. He's a good getaway driver. He made Pablo Escobar retire. His tacos are hot fire. DA hire. Holy crier. Not Mexican Tony. I love it.
That's a good one.
I love it.
That's a real good one.
All right.
That's a T-shirt right there.
Let's see. Lauren 2135. Y'all will need to get the OG crew back together occasionally. Love what y'all do, and thank you for letting us be a part of it. Merry Christmas, and God bless America. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
As well. Man, it's always on the days we think it's going to be a short show. You guys blow out the super
Crazy.
chats. Right.
It's like somebody said
Jose
that.
Jimenez, praying for more blessings for the Dear America show. You guys are amazing. Quick question. Would you guys consider Brett Cooper? Of course. I've reached out to Brett Cooper. I don't have her number, honestly. And I just told her, if I can help her in any way, I'd love to help, but you guys can @ her. And say she needs to talk to Graham Allen or the Dear America crew. Yeah, I mean, we'd love to help Brett. Joseph A. More lyrics on yesterday's YouTube comment section.
Yeah, I think he wrote one for me.
Oh, okay,
too.
got it. Okay, yep. All right. Van Lee _7. Tony, you got to read that, bro.
Tony, te vamos a extrañar en las mañanas, pero te vamos a apoyar en cómo iba deseando. Debe estar de puta madre.
What did they say? What did they say?
I think when he said read that,
Summarize.
I think he meant translate.
Summarize.
He said we're gonna miss you in the mornings, but we're going to support your new show. And the next line is a cuss line, so I will not read that.
Merry Christmas, guys! Can't wait for 2025. Hey, doesn't Tony need to do like a Spanish version of a show? I'm just saying, like hearing him read that, I was like, oh, that's beautiful. No clue what he's saying, but that's great. All right, next. Kaloho, love you guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Let's see. Melissa Foster, Merry Christmas, guys. Look forward to the new year with you all. God bless you and your families. Same to you. Merry Christmas.
So many super questions today.
All right, Redneck Vet Girl, Merry Christmas, DA family. So grateful for all of you. So grateful for the show / all of you, and blessings for our Savior. Blessings of our Savior. Don't forget about DA Family Party 2025. Nope, we're Todd's supposed to be working on an Eventbrite. I ain't seen one yet, so you can get mad at Todd.
We do have to kind of wait.
He's supposed to be waiting. He's supposed to be making an Eventbrite, so you guys can let us know if you would show up or not. Because I'm not scheduling that whole thing without knowing we at least got 300-400 people showing up. All right, Josh Hawks. Thank you guys for a great year, and also stoked for everything next year. Merry Christmas. Keep up the good fight. God is great. Absolutely true. Next. Dirty South. Hey, Todd, take that Bama A out of the MAGA hat and put the Bulldogs G at the end.
Yeah, not going to happen, Slick.
Nope. Nope. Let's see. Caitlin Butler DeSater. Merry Christmas to y'all and y'all family. Chad, I love the new song. I saved it to my library on YouTube Music, and please come to Bossier City.
Bossier City.
Whatever.
Bossier City.
Louisiana. All right, there you go, Chad. There you
go. Watered down. Y'all go get it. Watered down. Oh, and also, I'd Be Jolly Too. That's the Christmas song. Go get I'd Be Jolly Too. That's a fun one.
K-Bell 1981. Love you all. Thanks for what you do. Merry Christmas 2025, baby. That's right. Oh, Punisher. No,
Just a
Todd,
couple
you
more.
read this.
Merry Christmas to Patriot Hammer and the crew. Now, Todd, we've come a long way, but I just want to say I'm going to go even harder next year on you. That sounded so wrong.
Yes, it did. That's real
Patriot
bad.
Hammer.
Real bad. All right, next. Dear
Oh my
Lord.
God, they keep coming in.
PJ Lloyd 07, reading the Bible. Thank you, guys. Awesome.
Good.
Keep reading
Love
it.
Keep reading.
Striker J, please pray for our sister Lauren. She is an avid watcher and a previous liberal. She is struggling with life right now as her husband is not supportive. He has not seen the light and she is struggling. Praying,
Yep.
100%.
Right.
Absolutely. Keep up the good fight, Lauren.
All right. Sarah Cunningham, don't forget the sun at 6 p.m. is my, what? Christmas. Can't look up Shasta Baptist Church, Redding, California, and
Oh,
hit
yeah,
the
that's
live
right.
sermons. All right, cool.
This
We'll
Sunday,
check it out.
This Sunday at 6 p.m.
Yep. Sheila May, Jesus is the reason for the season. Jesus loves y'all as so do I. Agree completely 100%. All right, what else we got? Goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. PJ Lloyd 07, Merry Christmas. Love you all as a new Christian. I love the prayer. Thanks, Todd, for the advice on reading the Bible. Y'all have made a huge impact in my life and faith. Love watching the show grow.
Sweet.
Thank you very
Amen
much.
to
That's
that.
awesome. Bridget, Georgia, I guess that's what it's supposed to be. I'm with Chad. No, I'm not reading that.
Not reading
Chad,
it.
you can
Read
read
it.
it.
You can read it.
You can read it.
Well, doggone it, I can't get this comment.
Okay, I'm with
This is
Chad.
here.
Go
Read it.
Dogs. I was at the SEC champ game, and it was a glorious, natty, here we come, Merry Christmas. Georgia's
I'll
just
pull
glad
for
Alabama's
Kirby.
not in. Their ultimate kryptonite. They're 9-1 in the last 10 meetings with Bama. I'm just saying. Either way, RN Cheeky, if producing were an Olympic sport, we would have more gold than Fort Knox. The myth, the legend, he has beard. Producer Royce, he needed an intro. Love it. Love it.
Royce
love it,
does
love
deserve
it.
a lot of credit. Dude, you do a lot, Royce, man. I tip my hat
He
to
does
you.
do a
buddy.
lot.
You're
All
good.
right.
You're good,
Guys.
dude.
Royce is a godsend.
Sarah Cunningham, Christmas cantata. Sorry, guys. All right, we got
The Christmas
we're
canasta.
there. Is that it? Is that all of it?
One more.
Oh, Alicia Victoria,
I don't
88.
think they want us to go.
Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for keeping Christ in this show and prayers. My faith has been very weak the last year, and the prayers have been a comfort. Amazing. Fantastic. We're so glad that
Everybody
you've
goes through
enjoyed it.
seasons.
Is that it? All
That
right.
is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for an amazing year. Please show up and watch the shows next week. We do think that you guys will have fun, but this is our last live show for 2024. We love you guys. So, Tony, say goodbye.
For the last time from 2024, hasta mañana.
Yep. Royce.
See you guys next year.
All right. Todd.
This year, same as last. Love you, miss you, mean it.
All right. Chad.
Yeah, let's rock and roll as we head into this new year and make sure everybody keeps saying Merry Christmas. I love you guys. God bless.
And as always, for the last time live this year, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.